Hello and welcome to this episode of Loving Me Creatively. I am your host, Krishna Omehika Escobar, Elemental Empress, Shaman Incarnate, and Self-Love Guru. Wow, this marks the 8th episode, and it requires me to pause and to take a moment of reflection and contemplation over the last few months and the evolution of this podcast. You know, I have so many roles and hats I wear and so many aspects of my own divine creativity that come through and want to be channeled through action. And so finding a very comfortable rhythm to continue to hold and host these spaces is so important to me, and have just kind of noticed the process of holding a space where I am talking to you, imagining that you are here, so that I can really step into my storytelling mode, my layer, that layer of clothing that you put on when you storytell. Not sure if you align with that visual, but it definitely is an embodiment of a unique part of oneself. And so when I step into the storytelling mode and the storyteller, having energy's presence that I might draw upon and really link and grab and create connections and bonds through is so important and powerful. And as I think about that, I am hearing the soundtrack of beautiful waves and thinking about unique insights that I've been receiving recently from some of my soul fam, and I would love to share more about that as it flows. But thank you again for joining me on this market occasion, episode 8, where the theme that has come through, and for those that are new to this podcast, I utilize tarot to offer a foundational message to start this podcast, and then use the Wild Unknown. I am using the Wild Unknown tarot deck. Love this beautiful deck. It is just so powerful in the simplicity of the black and white with pops of color that I really love. But I utilize the tarot to offer some guidance, and so today's message, we received 2 cards, and the first was the Wheel of Fortune, and that is number 8 in the deck. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about our destiny, and us really tapping into the change, the energy of changing course and moving towards our destiny. So excited about that. And the second card was the Daughter of Swords, which would also be considered the Page of Swords. And this card represents the attributes of honesty and insightfulness. And I want to tap into what we talked about in episode 7. So let us get into this energy of the Wheel of Fortune and the Daughter of Swords for a message for us as we move through the pathways of our destiny, because our evolution is inevitable. We are and do tap in to our change just naturally as we evolve, and we can see this as a developmentalist. We can see this through the lens of development of the physical body, of the emotional body, of the mental body. And it happens in layers and stages. And so we are going through these layers and stages into our destiny with this Wheel of Fortune energy. Because the new earth is the Wheel of Fortune. It is the fortune. It is the abundance. And it is closer to our life's purpose. Because when we allow ourselves to be in tune with the internal messages, the internal drives, the innate need to evolve and move, we embody the changing of course to better be in tune with our destiny and to walk closer in our life's purpose. And self-love wellness is all about that. It is building our awareness, bridging our consciousness, raising our vibration, and allowing us to build a conscious lifestyle. Tap into our ability to really be master manifestors. And so Self-Love Creatives is all about interlinking our creative, intuitive knowledge with our action steps, with our thoughts that create our action steps. And by doing this, we tap into the Daughter of Swords energy by being insightful. Much like I shared in the prior episode, where we really were encouraged to tap into our insightfulness and the honesty within that insightfulness by observing the details. And so as we think about changing the course and stepping in more with intention towards our destiny, we can just go for it. Go for it with excitement and enthusiasm, with passion for the new ideas, for a thirst of knowledge that the Gemini in our North Node at this time, through 2021, mid-2021, is really affording us to awaken our curiosity and to find new ways to communicate, new techniques, new perspectives through our sharing, through awakening our creativity and our imagination. And as I've shared before, as we really step into a path where play and curiosity is a natural state of being, we move into the experiences that we've yet to have, the unknowns, the mysteries. We do it with a sense of excitement for the adventures. And the adventures become such a core part of what allows us to feel motivated, allows us to want to continue to gain and build more knowledge. And what I love about the energy of these messages is that it's really reminding me about how we value and tapping into our indigenous wisdom, gain expansion through communion and community and through unity. And that creativity as a part of how we begin to build new techniques and new opportunities to be open for new perspectives. And this, during this time, as we move into the new earth, is super important. It's super important for us as we align with our destiny and walk towards our purpose with purpose. And at the bottom of the deck are hidden truths to ponder. Were a few different cards. I wrote down a lot. But I think what's most powerful to really touch on are the first two. And the very first card was a High Priestess. And this was really, I received this message as a personal message, but also a message for us to think about the internal self, not the self that we present to others. And it's okay to have different facets of the self. Because really the self is a reflection of others. We are fragments and fractals, and we are reflections, and we represent the whole. So in that way, the multidimensional layers of the self represent the multidimensional layers of the collective and that which exists outside of the self. And so to get back to the High Priestess energy of this psychic wisdom of the mysteries really supports us in this Daughter of Swords message to really be a pioneer for building new perspectives, new techniques, new ways to communicate so that we can begin to continue to expand our knowledge. And our knowledge of the self lends itself to our knowledge of others. And we tap into our intuition. We tap into our intuition. And we allow the mysteries that lie in the shadows to be bridged with a curious mind. And this supports the energy that was beneath the High Priestess, which is the Three of Pentacles, representing teamwork. Number 3 in the tarot deck. Really fostering strategy and focus of determination. And during this time when we are dismantling systems which no longer serve us, it's really crucial that we take the time to strategize for the self, what it is that we really want and need. What, if any, lack have we experienced that are now being replaced by an acknowledgement of abundance and noting what we need so we continue to move in that direction. Dissolving the delusion of the lack and dissolving the language of the not having or not wanting, the nots, and moving towards the yeses, the abundance. And we do this strategically so that when we come together in communion with the intention of unifying, there is focus and determination because we have really done the work to address the card that was beneath that, which is the Devil card, which is changing our consciousness to focus on what is really important, moving away from materialism and addictions and really understanding our multidimensional self. We don't get too attached to any physical realities because we know that this is a temporary one that is very valuable and important through our process and our own karmic momentum, but also within the momentum of the evolution of this entire planet. Again, we are reflections of the other, and our destiny is a collective one. So self-love creatives, really, the vision is the unifying. The work that I have done in my grassroots Global Liberation Project Social Change Coalition. And we are a movement of change. And how do we move through that change? And what birthed self-love wellness and self-love creative was really a contemplative reflection of me going through the human emotions, of really understanding this. And that's my story as we move into segment 2 for today, is to really share with you my progress, my process, and really embodying this notion of change with play and excitement and bliss, and activating the high heart, and activating the third eye, and activating the crown, and allowing us to do this in a way where we are naturally rooted back, because Mother Earth is a part of the universal reality. She has a consciousness, she has knowledge and history of the birthing of this universe, as do we within our very cells of our DNA. Whether we're earth seeds or star seeds, we have memories encoded in us. And we awaken this psychic wisdom. We awaken this psychic wisdom as we step into intuition with the stillness, allowing the silence and non-action to give us the knowledge to really build strategy with wisdom, with a balanced energy vibration that is considering the you. And my story is to share how I really began to step into this notion of a course that is of change, a path that is of change. Me trusting my intuition about my soul's purpose to raise consciousness, to support the raising of the vibration of this planet. Being naive 5 years ago, really understanding that the new earth is literally here now. It is birthing itself as we speak. And that my intuition to create Social Change Coalition was really being birthed from a place of this psychic wisdom that I am referring to here. And the lesson that Social Change Coalition and its birthing really taught me is that divine timing is not human timing. Which I discuss a bit more in my workshop series, New Love, New Earth, New Love. And this divine timing really is a crucial part of our evolutionary wisdom, because it allows us to understand and really see and sense the difference between the action and the non-action. And that when I birthed Social Change Coalition with a lot of fire and power and passion and motivation, I full force expanded and grew the movement. And really began to touch people from different parts of my community, but as it expanded throughout the state, throughout the country, and creating connections across the globe. And really doing this through my travels and my expansions and my evolutionary journey. But really being motivated to create action, make action, and after 2.5 years, feeling burnt out. Feeling so burnt out and feeling so disappointed. Disappointed in myself, disappointed in the notion of expectation or timelines or goals, or like all of these realities of a structure of a business, which is what Social Change Coalition originally was birthed from, this notion of a self-sustaining and autonomous entity that can exist and can function and expand. But the truth within our capitalistic society that money is really strong element of currency at this time. What I was envisioning and birthing didn't necessarily align with that reality. And as I continue to push forward and create a new reality and be very radical in this, really having to step back and take a pause and be in the stillness and begin to understand and awaken the power and the Maya within me. And as this psychic wisdom has grown, it has allowed me to really understand that the tapping into the self-love wellness is so crucial in order for us to do the larger work. So as I said, we are reflections, we are fractals. And as we reflect back, what is the micro is the macro. What is within, we see then manifesting in the world around us. So it is important to understand the symbiotic nature within this process that we are all going through at this time. Knowing that when we tap in with determination and strategy within this process of self-love wellness, we begin to fill up our cup. And it begins to overflow with the abundance that we begin to understand and embody. And through this overflowing of abundance, we really then are moving in the direction of our destiny. We realize and experience the wheel of fortune energy because we are walking with intention in our life's purpose. And as we do this from a place of high heart, going for it, just going for that destiny, the abundance, the bliss, we are creating and crafting the new earth, birth within the attributes and values of love, of bliss and pleasure, of insightfulness and honesty. We tap into really expanding our awareness. And so all the things that are new perspectives, new techniques, new ways to communicate, to be, to move, are experienced with excitement and enthusiasm. We then purge ourselves from the colonial reality. We purge ourselves from that reality and we are crafting a new reality. We then naturally desire, as we move in that change of course, to address our shadows and our needs for healing, because we are here as multidimensional beings, and our experience as a human being is the dualities of the experience on earth, being weightless and having weight with gravity, the night and the day, the masculine and the feminine. These are not opposites, they have relationships. It's the yin and the yang. And I'm super excited to expand on this because I received a recent download about the masculine and the need to awaken, to balance, and to also do this for the divine feminine, but in unique and differing ways. And as we honor the divine feminine and really allow the waters to wash and to provide the abundance of what is, we begin to move into a new earth with this balance. So I'm excited about a workshop series, an online leadership program, healing program for divine masculine and divine feminine energies, 2 different workshops. All the details are on my website, selflovecreatives.com. You can check stuff out on our shop. And make a self-love investment in yourself, in your expansion, in you moving with intention. And these accelerated programs are really meant to plant lots of seeds of knowledge and offer you opportunities to practice within communion and community, and do so in a way to springboard your transformation and your healing as you tap into your self-love wellness. I'm also super excited about some one-day retreats that I'm hosting in Joshua Tree on September 20th and 21st. Find out details on my website. And it is going to be a beautiful time of communion. So if you are ready and interested in engaging in this way at this time, you feel called, you are part of our soul family, and I humbly invite you to our spaces. I have a few deals and discounts. If anyone's interested, send me a message. And as we move into wrapping up these first segments of episode 8, I want us to really tap into that energy of ending cycles, ending karmic loops which no longer serve, as we step into our divine right. And really go for it. Go for that wheel of fortune. Go for that destiny that is meant for us. The unique attributes of our destiny path. One that is not one of alone, but one that has a beautiful intertwining nature, weaving nature amongst many other paths. As soul clusters come together, I thank you for joining me for this episode. Now is time for us to settle into the very last segment of Loving Me Creatively, where I channel some beautiful healing energy from the consciousness of my gem family. So I encourage you to find a cozy place, take a drink of water, settle into your body. Today I'm going to be channeling the energy of Green Adventurine. Super excited to do this. I received a really cute little mushroom, Green Adventurine, from a beautiful gem goddess I get a lot of my gems from at Crystal Lady Luna. Check her out. She has some beautiful hand-picked pieces for a very reasonable, humble price. She is the gem medicine goddess, and super thankful for her medicine that she shares. She might be at my retreat, just a little hint. So let us get into a relaxed place. Take a few breaths to settle into your body. So, before we begin, let us talk a little bit about the healing properties of Green Adventurine. Now, Adventurine comes in many colors, so I'll share the general properties of Adventurine and then talk about the unique nature of Green Adventurine. Now, the zodiac signs that align with Green Adventurine are Aries and Leo. It is an element Earth with a vibration number of 3. Some of its healing properties include awakening creativity and imagination, fostering prosperity, a sense of calmness and balance, healing and helping us with our circulation, and supporting our respiratory. It is known as a stone of prosperity, and it helps to reinforce leadership qualities and decisiveness. It promotes our compassion and empathy, really allowing us to develop a stabilized state of mind, stimulating our perception and enhancing our creativity, allowing us to see alternatives in all types of possibilities. It calms anger and irritation, as well as promoting an overall sense of well-being. It helps to balance the male-female energy, and as well as encourages us to regenerate the heart. It protects us from environmental pollutions. It also balances our blood pressure and stimulates the metabolism, lowering cholesterol. It's also known for its anti-inflammatory properties, allowing an ease in any skin eruptions, allergies, migraines, and soothing the eyes, healing the lungs, heart, muscular system, as well as the urogenital systems. In addition to it specifically supporting all these things, Green Adventurine supports the heart chakra, and it is known as a comfort and healing heart energy. It helps to neutralize all sources of electromagnetic pollution, blocking out emanations from computers, televisions, and other electronic equipment. Highly encourage you to get a Green Adventurine, as well as settling nausea and helping us to dissolve any negative emotions and thoughts, promoting well-being and emotional calm, allowing us to strengthen our eyesight, and is an overall, all-around healer energy. So we thank the beautiful properties of Green Adventurine as we open up our heart and settle in. Allow yourself to feel relaxed and settled. Noticing your body where it touches the floor, your seat. Noticing if you're slouched, tense in any parts of your body, and just sending it, life force, through your breath. Filling up the lung and with intention, sending energy to all over, throughout. And as we allow the beautiful Green Adventurine energy to enter our body, it is supportive to link up our breaths so that you may receive this healing transmission. And we'll begin by emptying the belly, tucking it in just gently, breathing in to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Out the mouth. 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. Holding. Breathing out the mouth. Relaxing the body, holding. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. And beginning to find your normal breathing. And as we open our hearts, we notice the breath. We feel it rising the chest, expanding the lung, holding in the life force for a moment. Before we exhale, gently relaxed. Noticing this energy enter the nose, through the throat, to the lung. Notice your body become more relaxed as you feel this beautiful, abundant life force energy enter your body. And as we tap into the beautiful life force energy, we notice, we see, we feel the light flickering in the heart as we breathe in, expand, breathe out, contract. Noticing this beautiful light flickering, its unique pulsations. Begin to notice this light as it expands beyond the heart, around your body like a protective seed, safe within the soul's protection. Filled with life force energy and electricity as you breathe in the energies of Mother Earth, allowing it to fuel your body. Notice as you do, notice the light, notice it in your body. As you breathe in, see the light travel down to the belly, fueled with the amazing gifts, your talents, standing strong in this strong, fiery energy. Feel the electricity expand here. Feel the belly energized as you breathe in this energy back up to the heart. As you breathe out what no longer serves. Breathing in life force energy to the heart, to the belly. Now moving downward, downward into our sacral chakra. The creative center, our womb. Regardless of our gender, this space fosters our creativity, our sensuality. Is where we can notice and circulate energies of pleasure and bliss throughout the body. And as the portal of life, notice the beautiful energies, the lights and colors that dance in this space. As you breathe and move life force energy, soothingly and gently into this space, calling in the energy of the moon. And as we tap into the darker sides of the moon, we ask for clearing and purging of what no longer serves us as we breathe in life force energy and breathe out what no longer serves, no longer births life and creation. As we feel it in our heart with love, feel the air move through our throat as we speak our truths, commit ourselves to standing in our truths. Taking in beautiful life force energy into our body, moving it downward, back through the throat and heart, into the belly, into the womb and down into our root, where we are connected to our protective seed and nestled gently embraced in Mother Earth, as she provides us fertile soil to grow and to sprout whenever we are ready. Knowing that we can take all the divine timing we need in this seed, and we are rooted and safe, protected with divine purpose, regardless of our timeline. Knowing that true wisdom understands this beautiful process, and that with immense wisdom and humility, stepping into our internal realities, with imagination and prosperity. Invites us to envision and imagine our change of course. How are we changing and transforming in this seed, much like a beautiful cocoon? How are we transforming at this time as we breathe in intention to our root chakra at this time? Sharing energy from the heart, allowing us to tap into this soul's destiny as we imagine. And with curiosity, we build new layers of communication with ourselves. As we birth and move into a expanded embodiment, ready to sprout and to shine brightly and build brightly within our relationship to the sun and the fire energy. We are soothed by the waters that live within us, knowing that there are waters of wisdom around, and we may access this water through the soil, through Mother Earth, awakening the earth within us, the body temple, awakening the mind as we feel this energy travel back up through our heart, taking in a deep breath of this energy at this time, holding it for as long as possible. Exiting out the mouth, expressing forgiveness and love. Forgiveness and love, expressing forgiveness and love. Feeling our high heart being activated at this time. Taking a few deep, long breaths of this energy, soaking it up, soaking up the abundance, soaking up the imagination, soaking up the circulation, the energy transmission. Feeling the balance and the synergy of the masculine and the feminine within. activating our thyroid gland and nervous system. As we activate the throat chakra at this time, we breathe in deeply, holding in these hidden truths that lie within the body, allowing us to awaken the fire within, creating the steam, the smoke, moving it through around our body whenever we are ready to push out the seed. Allowing yourself to settle into this abundant energy with intention. Speak to your heart at this time. Awaken the intuition within this stillness, within the silence and the non-action. Allowing the shadows to be revealed to you at this time. Allowing your heart to be open to feel and to sense this knowledge and wisdom from a place of love and enthusiasm. Dissolving any fears that may arise at this time. Repeating after me. I open my heart safely within my soul seed. I open my heart to walk in my purpose. I open my heart and I feel light and blissful. I open my heart and I forgive all those that might have hurt me with intention or intention. I open my heart to forgiveness. I ask myself for any actions I might have done intentionally or unintentionally. I open my heart to myself, to my love. Allowing integration to happen at this time. Taking deep and gentle breaths, exhaling slowly, feeling the energy move through the body. Feeling the body relax further. Noticing the body's energy lighting up. The fingers and toes, the legs, the belly, the throat and the head. Swirling around. Soothing, healing, balancing. I open my heart to my imagination. Opening myself up to the new. I open my heart up to my destiny. I walk in my destiny with purpose and with passion, and with a sense of prosperity and abundance. I focus and strategize from a place of love. I tap into my love. I tap into my heart, when I tap into my curiosity and my creativity. I am the new earth love. So be it. Noticing the energy in the body. Begin to feel the light in the heart. Noticing the light from the body contract back to the heart. Noticing its strength and its expansion. Notice its noticeable change in brightness, seeing its unique colors that have been enhanced, allowing yourself to connect back with your body as you notice the breath come through the nose and into the lung, expanding the chest, sending any final healing life force energy from the breath to the body at this time. Soothing any areas of darkness, lighting up the shadows and bringing forth to our conscious body the information that we might need to tap into at a later time. Taking another deep breath in, holding for as long as possible this energy. Breathing out the mouth. It no longer serves. As you notice your fingers and your legs, your chest. You settle back into your body and you flicker your eyelids, coming back to your body. Thank you so much, Green Adventurine Consciousness and Spirit Team, and archangels that have come to support our healing and our contemplative journey at this time. They are a source of knowledge and wisdom, and I encourage you to build a relationship with the dimensional beings that exist all around us. Opening up your heart to the expansion of our reality, one from a 3D world into one that has an abundant array of dimensional beings, the 4D into the 5 and beyond. Thank you, ancestors, for your ongoing love and support. Thank you, Green Adventurine, for your amazing calmness and the balance that was felt through this energy exchange. My body feels so relaxed after these meditative channels, and I humbly bow before you, seeing your divinity in me and feeling awakened and inspired to continue this space for you. Thank you again for joining me for this exciting number 8 episode of Loving Me Creatively. If you are not following me on social, please do. I like to share different divine inspirations that come and share the different programs and services that I have being offered at any given time. Currently, I have a few things going on that I'd like to share with you at this time. One being 3 online virtual programs live that we'll be sharing in the beginning of October, starting in October. And they are community healing programs, leadership programs for those that are really ready to step more with intention or integrated healing and begin to awaken the new earth love within. The 11-week accelerated healing program is a unique program that offers energy healing transmissions throughout the program for your accelerated healing, as well as expanding your creative reflection process through storytelling, allowing us to expand our knowledge and our thinking mind, opening us up to all the things we spoke on today and new perspectives and new skills and techniques. The other 2 programs, Awakening the Divine Masculine and Honoring the Divine Feminine, are programs designed specifically to explore these concepts with more depth and prepare us for some programs that are on the rise for spring, where I'm going to be hosting programs that are really intended for integration as we move into the age of integration, as I've shared many times before. This new earth corridor, and this work is really meant to support our process through that. The other being a in-person retreat programs that are being offered September 20th, a Day of Peace in honor and celebration of the International Day of Peace. Will be in celebration and ceremony, awakening our healing, utilizing plant medicines, as well as engaging in ceremony, really tapping into the energy and magic of fire, water, air, and earth. And September 21st, a unique space for the Divine Feminine, a unique healing space for the Divine Feminine, where we're going to really be activating DNA repair, focusing on womb healing, awakening the sacral chakra with art, music, and creativity. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, I highly encourage you to get your ticket now. Spaces are limited, especially for the Goddess Retreat. I have very few spaces open for that retreat, so I encourage you to sign up soon. And I encourage you to step into your healing and self-wellness with any of the other programs and services I offer that are free. Much like this podcast, I also have New Earth, New Love series part 1 and 2 free on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Parts 3 and 4 are available for purchase under $13. And of course, I have one-on-one programs available for accelerated healing, as well as expanding knowledge and skills around living a conscious lifestyle and integrating the body-mind-soul complex. And I thank you again for joining me. I am always humbled and feel immensely inspired by this space, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas or thoughts, questions you want to ask or have answered, please share your comments in the thread or send me an email, selflovecreatives@gmail.com. I love hearing feedback. I love gaining new perspectives, and I am always open for more of that. And I wish you all a beautiful and joyous, abundant week ahead. Until next time, family, don't forget to love yourself creatively today.